Something strange is happening around us. Something we may not even notice because it happened so slowly that we never felt anything changing. But if we stop for a moment and look at the world from a distance, we might realize that so many things have started to look the same. Take beauty, for example. There was a time when beauty looked like the person who carried it. Every face has its own story. Every feature had its own kind of magic. Someone could be beautiful simply because she was different, because her eyes didn't look like anyone else's, because her hair didn't follow the trend, because her features didn't fit the picture everyone had become used to. But now it feels like beauty itself has been given a template. The same lips, the same eyebrows, the same features, the same body. As if the entire world sat down one day and agreed on what beautiful is supposed to look like. And the strangest part is that we didn't just start admiring it, we started trying to become it. Then came clothing. A trend appears and suddenly we all wear it. A certain way of taking pictures becomes popular, and suddenly we all pose the same way. A certain piece of clothing goes viral, and suddenly it's everywhere. And a few days later, if you're not wearing it, you feel like you're the one who's behind. As if fashion is no longer something we choose, but something that passes over us, and we simply decide when to catch up. Then look at the places we go, the cafes, the restaurants, the hotels, and the places we travel to. Sometimes it feels like the whole world is rebuilding the same place, over and over again. The same colors, the same furniture, the same music, the same coffee, the same pictures we are supposed to take. Even the places we travel to in search of something different. We go there and look for the exact same angle, to take the exact same picture, as if visiting a place isn't enough anymore. We want to recreate the experience we saw someone else having. But perhaps the thing that makes me feel like something truly strange is happening is the way we talk. Open social media. You'll find millions of people, but sometimes it feels like you're reading one person, speaking through millions of different voices. The same sentence, the same kind of sarcasm, the same exaggeration, the same emojis, the same way of writing a comment, the same way of expressing love, the same way of expressing anger. Even the way we disagree has its own template now. The language changes, but the spirit remains the same. As if we're all speaking different languages, but using the same dictionary. And as if there is one enormous voice speaking through all of us. The same trends, the same songs, the same movements, the same ideas, the same topics we discuss, and then move on from when the screen tells us it's time for something new. And the strange thing is, we don't feel like we're doing the same thing. Every person feels like they are living their own life, that they chose their taste, that they formed their own opinions, that they decided what they love and what they hate. But what if our choices themselves were chosen for us? What if there isn't one person sitting in a dark room telling us what to do, but something much quieter than that? Something that doesn't command us, doesn't force us. It simply shows us the same thing again and again and again until we stop questioning it, until it becomes familiar. Then it becomes normal. Then it becomes necessary. And eventually, we forget that in the beginning, we didn't even want it. And that's where things become a little frightening, because perhaps the easiest way to control someone isn't to take away their ability to choose. It's to make them choose from a list you created for them. Imagine the world placing dozens of doors in front of you, so you feel free. But what if all those doors eventually lead to the same place? Is that freedom? Or just a beautiful illusion of choice? I'm not saying that there is one person controlling everything, and I'm not saying everything is conspiracy. Maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe it's the algorithms. Maybe it's corporations. Maybe it's our natural desire to belong. Maybe it's our fear of being different. Or maybe it's all of these things together. Creating a world where being the same has become easier than being different, because being different takes courage to say I don't like this, even when everyone else does, to say I don't want this life, even when it looks perfect on a screen, to love something no one else understands, to wear something no one applauds, to go somewhere that doesn't have a viral photo, to have an opinion without knowing whether anyone will like it, to experience a beautiful moment and not feel the need to record it. Maybe these small things are what's left of us, because in a world that is constantly trying to tell us who we are, it becomes incredibly important to ask, who am I without all of this, without the trend, without people's opinions, without the image I'm trying to look like, without the life I have seen thousands of times, until I convinced myself it was the life I wanted. What if we turned off the screen one day and realized we no longer knew what we wanted? What if we discovered that our taste was no longer entirely ours? What if the things we love are simply the things we have seen too many times? And maybe that's where we can begin again. Not by rejecting the world, but by allowing ourselves to hear our own voice again, to recognize our voice among all these voices, to choose because we want to, not because everyone else chose it, to love because we feel it, not because the algorithm told us what to love, to live in a state of performing a version of life for the camera, because perhaps the most beautiful thing about being human is that we were never meant to be copies. And perhaps the most beautiful thing about the world is that we never meant to be identical. Maybe it was meant to be full of differences, different faces, different tastes, different voices, different stories. Stories that we never supposed to look alike. Maybe beauty was never about looking the same, but about every person carrying something that no one else could carry in quite the same way. So, the next time you see a trend, or a new definition of beauty, or a new way of speaking, or a life that looks perfect on your screen, pause for a moment and ask yourself one very simple question. Do I actually want this? Do I actually like it? Or have I simply seen it too many times? Because perhaps the most dangerous thing isn't that the whole world becomes one copy, but that we reach a point where we forget that we were ever different.